Are you still going on about that tree? Yeah. It's like I don't acknowledge the plot at any point. This thing has been here the whole time. It's supposed to be getting cut down. And it's not being cut down, it's just staying there. Hallway in front of the art room is still kind of dirty. Did they have a cleanup around here? Don't they? I mean, it's like all over now, with the posters all over town. All that plus some scary cultist freaks, I don't feel safe walking around town anymore. Blood, 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 the bonds of friendship. Yeah, you got anything to sell and say? I will buy some breads. Just because. Now what do you guys say? Pick anything you like. I don't acknowledge the apocalypse. I don't expect anyone to have a talk to you. That's why they didn't give me any new dialogue. Oh well, while we're here, let's go take a piss. Presumably, that's what he did. Could have taken a shit for all we know. I wonder what that kanji is. It's definitely got something to do with fire, which, you know, makes sense. You got fire extinguisher next to it. I can't make out the other kanji though. I just know that middle one is fire. No one in this hallway? Really? What about outside? I'm waiting for my boyfriend. I've been feeling really anxious lately, so he's gonna walk me home today. I mean, that seems to be the case every day for you, isn't it? Minus the anxiety part, I guess. I gave up trying to learn about the observatory. Actually, I learned that there's nothing to learn about. I just can't believe the school did that thing. I mean, liability if no one's going to use this. That's what you said last time I talked to you. You're not going to acknowledge the looming, depressing apocalypse vibe going on? Nope. I was right. It's this one. It is time to establish a new social. Makoto-san, it's been a long time since I first came to school. My outlook on many things has changed. But I'm not sure these changes are for the best. Makoto-san, do you have any plans after school? What? Plans after school, that's out. I was confused by the grammar then about makes sense. If it's alright with you, I would like to walk home with you. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, but there is one place I would like to visit before returning to the dome. Shall we go? Look at the state of this place. I come here a lot lately. Before I couldn't understand the benefits of coming to these places called shrines, but lately that has changed. This is also where we met Koromaru-san last summer. He waited here until we found him, even though he knew his master had died. Now I can understand his reasons for doing that. What drives people isn't necessarily facts but feelings. He knew for a fact that his master had died, but his feelings of wanting to be with him made him stay. It's the same for me. I have grasped the fact that I can't protect you, yet here I remain. Subconsciously I was following my feelings rather than the available data. I was so confused at the time that I didn't notice it, but to tell the truth, it seems that the reasons behind my behavior changing while I am with you, Makoto-san. Did I read that right? I feel like that kind of trailed off. You sense faint affection from Aigis. How does that count as faint affection? After all this time, a mysterious voice finally rings in your head, telling you a different phrase, well, same phrase, but different arcana. A new arcana exclusive to this game. Thou shalt have our blessing when I choose to create a persona of the aeon arcana. We're gonna get aeons? Well, personas kinda like something, really, aren't they? What ones were in Persona? Not Persona. Final Fantasy X. Oh, yeah, it was Veilford. That was the first one, yeah, wasn't it? You know, because there are some, you know, summons again in Final Fantasy games. Actually, no, you get Quetzalcoatl, or however you pronounce it, right? In Final Fantasy VIII, I think. It's in some other Final Fantasy games as well. I'm trying to think, is that a Persona as well? Is it in the Persona games? I think it is, actually. But, you know. Oh yeah, there actually are as well. There's Shiva. How can you forget Shiva? I don't think Ifrit's in the Persona games though. Is that like an original thing for Final Fantasy, or did they do the same thing where it's like, okay, we'll take something out of mythology and have it as a summon? I don't know. Maybe a bit of both. We've established a new social link. Which means we have to get a new persona. It seems this is a new arcana, the Aeon social link, that will never be brought up again. Because I don't think this was a social link in Persona 4 or 5 in this arcana. It's like in Persona 4, I don't think there was like a hidden arcana outside of, you know, the classic reach the end of the game and the team social link becomes another social link. But I think in Persona 4 Golden they did they actually added 2 new social links. I forget what arcana they were, but I don't think either one of them were Aeon. It's been a while. Persona 5, kind of similar story to the base games as well, but then you got Persona 5 Royal, adds in 2 new social links. Which now you think about it, this is the only case where you only get like 1 additional social link. I mean, it was the first game to have social links, so. Oh, I have a correction to make. I talked about what drives people. But of course, Koromaru-san and myself aren't people. I'm sorry. Aigis looks somewhat lonely. So I had to go back to the dorm. I was never able to max out our social link. It comes so late in the game, I wasn't able to max it out.
Where have you been?
So I'm curious to see how it, you know, plays. And I find it stupid that one of Elizabeth's requests for, you know, fusion, the fusion spells, requires the ultimate persona of the Aeon social link. And yet it's not the final one of those type of requests. What logic is that, Atlas? You should save that one for last if you're gonna do that. Even if it may not be like the most like powerful of those type of fusions even. I don't know, I never got to that point. But you know, even if it's not, have it be closer to the last request instead of, you know, somewhere in the midpoint, later midpoint, you know? It makes no sense. It's just a big roadblock that you have to wait until the very last day of the game, more or less, before you can complete these requests. It's bullshit. This term seems like any other term. I don't care about what's going to happen. About what's going to happen. Well, I'm going to do that. Just keep moving forward. Let me know when you want to go, Thomas. Well, if you don't care about the world, then what the hell are you even doing? It's like, this fight stop for anybody, purify myself. There's no way I will get it. Make sure you're best for the world. And I don't know how to play the rest of that solo. I've never memorized this. I was like, ah, fuck it, I might as well play the intro for this. If I'm gonna sing that stupid song. Sonic Adventure. You know, I'd never played the original Sonic Adventure until a few years ago. It is janky. More janky than the second game, and that final boss made me rage. I hate final bosses in Sonic games, they just do my bloody head in. Same case for freaking Sonic Unleashed. I was never able to beat it. I rage quit that final boss. I guess the end of the game though I make it challenging, but I don't freaking like bullshit like that. I don't find, you know, repeating the same thing over and over again to be enjoyable. I'm not really the type of person that seeks out games for challenge. I just want to play a game and, you know, enjoy it at my time. It can be challenging, sure, but when it's, you know, rage-inducing, that's where I draw the line, where I'm like, this game isn't fun anymore. That's kind of what happened with the GTA game now. I beat all 3 games, but then trying to 100% them made me loathe the game. I want to punch the developers in the testicles. Because my gosh, some of those challenges are bullshit. Especially in the stupid remastered version. It's like this race in the arena you do in Last Ventura, I think it was. And in the original, you could knock these bastards off their bikes. You know? In this version though, they never fall off their bikes, ever. You just really gotta legit somehow get ahead of them and keep ahead of them the whole race around these janky ass corners with janky ass controls, and I was just super pissed off and eventually rage quit. Threw the goddamn, you know, disc, stomped at it, and stomped down it, I guess, and you know, just took the case and was like, fuck you! So the case is a wreck. The game doesn't work because it's probably got a scratch that is like actually scratched into it. But I don't really go for difficulty in games. But then I have this habit where I'm like, I must complete 100%, and that would ruin even a game that isn't super challenging. For me, honestly, sometimes. But in the case of GTA, it can be. Some of those challenges are fucking horseshit. I'm not gonna use freaking stupid RC helicopter. I freaking hated doing that, but I managed to accomplish it. But honestly, by the time I'd beat all 3 games, I was just freaking done with it. So any further challenge, any resistance there, you know, with having to deal with that shit, and I was like, fuck this, I'm out. I think she was talking about the cults during class. She wasn't trying to convince us to join it. I heard that a lot of teachers at high school were trying to convince us to join it. Well, that's kind of fucked up, and they should be fired. I know if our school had that, you know, Mitsu would have their asses fired in an instant, because, you know, she's in charge now. She can have the say on that. It's like, nope, pack your bags, you're getting out of here. You gotta join the cult, go join the cult. Fuck off, you're not teaching you anymore. But no, school thinks it's just an old third term. They have no clue that this may be the last third term ever. Isn't it weird that we're the only ones who go? I didn't expect that cult to become so popular. I thought more people would oppose it. But it's like a fire drawing moths to its flames. I expect that the cult has made its way to our school. I really fear the regular NPCs you can talk to haven't bought into the cult shit, so at least we got some people with some semblance of sanity remaining. You know, it feels like Lovecraftian, really, doesn't it? Which, honestly, I feel like Persona has had the Lovecraftian vibe. In fact, it was probably even Shin Megami Tensei as a whole. Probably has a fair bit of inspiration from, you know, the Lovecraftian mythos. I forgot to say, the OG antagonist for Persona was Nyarlathotep, a Lovecraft creation. And honestly, they can freaking, you know, throw in a new antagonist for each game, but my headcanon is it's Nyarlathotep each bloody time. Sure, I played Persona 4 first, And then, you know, either Persona 3 or Persona 1, I forget which one it was. But it was a long time before I played any other game. Like, literally, probably about a decade between when I first played Persona 4 to when I played a different game in the series. But the point is, I like that idea. Because he's the first antagonist in the first game, he appears very last second. I've not played the second games, but in those games he plays a much more prominent role. And it feels like there's this battle between Neon Epitaph and Filemon, or whatever the guy's name was, who originally gave up the personas, and nowadays is only really represented in the form of a blue butterfly, which is kind of underwhelming, but you know, I'd like to think that those two characters are still, you know, there and opposing each other. Filemon is, you know, granting the use of Persona to, you know, the protagonist. Sure, he gains it in different ways throughout it, but Filemon still has, you know, a bit in this game, and the other opposing force is actually Neon Epitaph. Like, all these antagonists, Nyx, all these other antagonists in Persona 4 and 5 are all linked to Neon Epitaph. That's my headcanon. Because, think about it, that'd be a cool idea. You got one overarching antagonist and a supporting character in the background as well. Good versus evil. The crawling chaos versus the one who sees great potential in humanity for goods. Who will win in this outcome, you know? It's like Nyx and all that is just another kind of side or creation influenced in some way by Neon Epitaph. That's my headcanon. If they ever make a Persona 6, I hope they, you know, bring that character back on. You know, kind of acknowledge a connection of sorts. Because that'd be a neat way of connecting all the games together. Having this same reoccurring antagonist always there in the background. Much like you've got Filemon in the background, but it's just not been a real character since Persona 2 games. Anyways, let's respect the cult blah blah blah. Some people are really devoted to it. I have to do something about Nyx. Neon Epitaph, I'll have you know. That's my headcanon. It makes sense, Neon Epitaph, out of all the Craftian, you know, Eldritch Abominations, is the one that likes to fuck with people. All the other ones just kind of make everyone go insane and just have complete indifference to humanity. Whereas Neon Epitaph actually revels in driving people mad. I knew the cult would have some influence out of the school, but I never imagined it would be to this extent. Can you think of any effective ways to counter them? Kill them? It's like, no, that's not a good effective way. I hope they resist it. Eliminate the cult with something. I guess we could try to eliminate the cult. I'd prefer not to do that. Eliminate the cult should only be our last resort. Wow, last resort is one of the shadows attacks, you know? Yeah. Just to think that our school would be safe from that cult. That was wrong. All our classmates are talking about the end of the world now. They have no idea what's really going on. I mean, they kinda do in a way because of the whole thing, but we don't have the full context, that's for sure. Where's Koromaru? Oh, he's probably upstairs with Junpei and just now announcing Junpei's back around. Research shows that children's New Year's gifts are being affected by After syndrome. Due to the epidemic, the parents are unable to visit their relatives and damn, Strager, we don't have time to play hide and seek. We gotta find them before they make more trouble for us. Why don't we let Koromaru sniff? Oof. Koromaru told his dad. He could find them, but I'd worry they'd be the type to shoot a dog. I don't want that on our hands. If that happens, we're not going mercy on these guys. We're straight up freaking ending them bastards. Oof. That could be a reasonable thing if you really think about it, for that to happen. if you consider the fact that Koromaru hasn't had his persona evolve like everyone else. But rest assured, spoiler if it may be, Koromaru does not die. Koromaru is life. Koromaru is good. And that is why his persona is already the ultimate persona for him, because he's already perfect. He seems to be in a good mood. And he is the only animal kind of character, in this case a literal animal, compared to, you know, later games where it's kind of a mix of literal and kind of animal-esque looking. You know. Point is, he's the best of the three because, unlike them, he doesn't talk. He just looks and does good things. Now that I think about it, even if he did talk, he's still better than them because, you know what? Unlike Teddy and freaking what's-its-face, Morgana, they don't pull bullshit on you randomly at points in the game like, I'm gonna leave the party, or I'm gonna do this because I have insecurities and problems, and I was like, I understand. But, my god, do you piss me off when you do shit like that? Especially you, Morgana, stealing freaking Haru's moment. Never forgive. I felt like our character never really reached its full potential because of that. It's like I played that one spin-off game that has that Dynasty Warriors like gameplay. I still haven't beat it because the game absolutely destroys my thumb. Button mashing, it's just ow. This does not feel like my kind of game, you know. But you know, I felt like she got a bit more character development there. All the characters got their own development there. I can't remember if it was her or Makoto. It might have been Haru. She's apparently a bit, one of them at the very least, if I recall, is a bit crazy when you're behind the wheel. So that's like, you know, some interesting little character development there. You don't really see much of her character in Persona 5 outside of her social media. So fuck you, Morgana, how could you? You ruined her moments. Anyways, I'm going to, despite not wanting to, we're gonna TARDIS. We're not gonna TARDIS in the way you might expect. Well, you could maybe expect, well, maybe not, maybe you won't expect it. Well, you would, maybe. By, you know, the length of the video. It wouldn't matter either way, really. Because even if I did, that would be like, okay, the video ends here, and the next video starts there. We're going to TARDIS. I don't want to go to TARDIS, but we're going to TARDIS. Actually, this video is going to go on a little longer, because I need to... I mean, I don't need to do it right now, I guess. But I kind of want to make an Aeon persona. And I don't know how. And now that I think about it, the internet's still fucked, isn't it? Is it still fucked? Has it unfucked itself by chance? Fusion. Nope, it has not unfucked itself. Wait, yes it has. It's unfucked itself. Congratulations, good on you. I say as it's... oh wait. It's is responsive, okay. So how do we fuse this guy? Well, we do have a moon persona that we, you know, no longer need to have with us at all times. How are these not being listed? Is it because I forget? Well, one of them big game of stats, so I remember having those. So that won't fuse what we need. Now with that, this is a bit tedious. Eternonabog. Is he in any of these fusions? I mean, you can get fairly cheap with Gur, Lilith, and Pixie, but you know, that requires taking like freeing up free slots, which I could do without fusing anything, but you know. Okay, I guess I'll do it that way. Fine. Your way. We'll just have to do it this way instead. And we still need to have. Wait, have I got another Empress persona by any chance? Or is that the only Empress one I've got? I think it is. Shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember that, aren't I? What's this? Dismiss. Yeah, it was you. Oh, I can't dismiss you. God damn it, I forgot about that. Oh man. That's a bitch. Who do I get rid of? No, it's a shame we can't look at the moves. Sorry, Justice Man, but I need to clear up space on here. I can't get rid of the Moon Man because I didn't realize it still has an item to give us. Well, ain't that a bitch? Okay, so Moon, Devil, and Lovers. Grrr. This is of a different arcana in Persona 4 Golden for some reason. It's of one of the ones that was new. Like a new social link that was added. And Pixie of the Lovers. At least it's, you know, inexpensive. It's not very expensive to get these 3 personas. Alternatively, you just go to the lower floors again and shuffle that. But then you feel bad because all the shadows will be scuttling away from you in fear. Uriel! You know, saying all this though, I think Uriel later on, well, you have to get full evidence artists before it appears in shuffle time. But still, it's better to get it this way because you know you get the bonus of it getting some new moves and levels. Granted, not much because it's only level 1 at the moment of the rank. I am Uriel, let us together tread down the path of strife. Talk to the hands. Didn't learn anything this time. You know, it says it goes into our soul, but I clearly saw that. It looked like it went into Eagles and Hopes. Just for curiosity's sake, even if we can get mods, or we could not. Let's see what Uriel's deal is. One of the 4 major archangels, his name means Flame of the Gods, and he knows all the celestial phenomena. He's the first angel Satan met on Earth. So if he knows all the celestial phenomena, I guess he's like, yep, that one's about to go supernova. You know, consider this, right? Imagine if you had the knowledge of everything in the universe. Surely your brain would explode. Not simply because there'd be information that is just, you know, mind-blowing, but for the simple fact that the brain could not possibly hold that level of information. That is like too much information. It's like not a case of, you know, when someone describes something and you're like, that's too much information. Literal too much information for the mind to possibly, you know, have. Your mind, your head would probably explode. You get the ultimate migraine and then poof. It's like, well, that's what you get for, you know, trying to be too knowledgeable. It's like, you wanted all the knowledge and you got a bit more than you were bargaining for. It's like, you know, you wished for all the knowledge in the universe and it was granted to you and you weren't ready for it because your body just could not handle it. But yeah, I'm gonna actually wrap the recording up here. And what I'm gonna do is something different, sort of. Actually, I guess, talk to you first. Just to see how everyone's getting. Still level 64, level 64. Level 65, so you're ahead of level now. 64, 64, 65, 65, 71. I'm gonna try to get everyone's levels up a bit, off screen basically. And then hopefully when we next record for this thing, as tedious as it will be to set up for, you know, we'll be a bit higher level and maybe actually be able to fight this goddamn boss properly. And you know, have a better working internet connection at the time as well, hopefully. But yeah, that's gonna do for this part of the record session, so see you next time, viewers. See you next time.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
My level of aptitude has increased. Good job!